Hello, we're Plaid and this is Muno.pl.
We had a very good show this evening, and we've played in Poland luckily a couple of times before, and it's generally been very good.
Tonight. Yeah. We've definitely evolved. Whether it's sort of clearly up and better, I don't know, but we've kind of gone a few different directions, but I think our taste is ultimately the same as it was 20 years ago. We still love certain things like harmony. There's definitely an emphasis on that. So within what we love and our taste, we try and keep learning new things or trying new things out, and a lot of that comes from collaboration, where we'll work with someone else and we'll learn from them. So yeah, we try, but we don't always succeed in evolving.
It's exciting most of the time still. The performance is probably the best part of it. When you get some sort of feedback, because it's very easy to sit in a room and write and enjoy it for yourself, but you tend to kind of drift a lot in this scenario. So there's a sort of finality about having to perform, that you have to present clearly your ideas as opposed to just tweak forever. And so yeah, it's still enjoyable even after 20 years.
At that time we used to carry big synthesizers and drum machines around with us.
They were made out of rocks back then.
Yeah, made out of steel and
it's Flintstones sort of style, you know.
But obviously now it's you can just get everything in a tiny little laptop, which isn't quite as good for performance, and the sound quality when computers first came out wasn't so good, but it's got a lot better in the last few years. So no, it's lovely to be able to have access to all of these toys and all these synthesizers and things, and not have to spend thousands and thousands of pounds to do it, and not have to fly everywhere with it. So I mean, it's good in terms of new people getting into the music as well, because it used to be you had to invest quite a lot of money in order to get the gear. Now really you just need a computer and a bit of software and you can do it. So I think overall it's a better thing. I think sometimes the sound suffers because of the computers, but that's I think that's okay, as long, you know, because more people are making music. So
we're not trying to write catchy music, but I don't think we're the most academic of sort of musicians. Although we work in an area that's sort of programming, and you know, this is very highly rated. We, as Ed said earlier, we still really like harmony and melody, and this could have easily been done on a piano or a stringed instrument. We just happen to use computers to write. It's not, you know, it's fairly old school music in a sense. We just use technology to help us do that. Last weekend we played in Croatia, and a band we were into when, you know, before we started writing music, De La Soul were playing, and that's probably the most enjoyable concert I've seen in, you know, 10, 20 years. I mean, and they played pretty much all old music, well, you know, relatively old music, and yeah, I still love the sort of the early hip hop scene. Like as it developed into rap, it became, you know, it broke into different areas. But the sort of spirit of early hip hop, real hip hop, as De La Soul would say, hopefully we still have that a little.
Yeah, I mean, we were into the whole culture of it, like breakdancing and everything, because we were teenagers. So yeah, you look back on it, but there's still some of the more left field hip hop now is still very interesting, and it's more conscious lyrics. It's not kind of negative lyrics, and so there's still amazing hip hop happening.
We actually released a few records as the Black Dog and a Plaid album quite early on, but the Black Dog project was Ed, Ken Downey and myself, and so it was a sort of trio, and we worked on that between sort of 1990 and 1995, and it was a good time. I mean, it was when we were first starting really to write, and so generally the memories of that time are very positive.
We're working on a new album, and there's a few collaborations happening with people, a few remixes we've done, and potentially some more film music. So yeah, those are the things that are bubbling at the moment.